Kelsey Taylor here. Today we're going to be talking about some of the movies that are definitely must-see films. Now, I know I'm going to leave off many other ones and have a huge stack of. I'm going to be talking about some of the ones that you guys may not know about, and there's many of ones, I think some of the ones that you guys may know of. I just rushed out to grab two because I forgot them, and if I forget to show them the video, I'm going to regret it, so I'm a little out of breath. But anyway, I'm going to be talking about some of the must-see films you guys got to check out, and the ones I really, really like. Now, this one, I better make sure I show this in the video, is a very underrated Disney animated movie, The Great Mouse Detective. Vincent Price is the voice of Ratigan, the villain, and it's such an awesome movie. If you like Sherlock Holmes, you're gonna like this. And some of these, I'll go real fast as well, because sometimes I don't know how to explain the plot well. The next one is Coraline, which is from the director of Nightmare Before Christmas, Henry Selick, not Tim Burton. Basically, it's about this girl and her family moves into his old house, and Coraline's pretty much fed up with her parents, and then she goes to a different world on the other side. There's this one small door on the wall. She goes to a different world where she sees the opposite sides of her parents are really nice, and then she realizes it can turn out to be more of a hellish world than she can imagine. It's just a creative and very fun film you should check out. Kind of like something Tim Burton would do if he was the one who directed it. Now these next ones are definitely must-see movies. Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey, and Homeward Bound to Lost in San Francisco. These are definitely must-see films. I've always loved them. The animals, two dogs and a cat, have to go out on an adventure to find their families. Find their family pretty much. Find their owners. Pretty much the same plot. And it's like the first one set in the woods. The second one sets place in San Francisco. Must-see movies. And the next one is always a film I always say is a must-see. Morgan Freeman and Lean on Me, based on the true story. Morgan Freeman plays Principal Joe Clark, who has to fix a high school. He throws out all the troubled teens out there, and he has to get all the good kids to pass his test, and it's such an inspirational film you guys should check out. Now this one, I should have said in my last video, talking about my favorite movies of 2000s, and I forgot to say this. I saw it on the DVD shelf, I'm like, oh, great, I forgot. But I'm going to show it here. Spirit Stallion and the Cimarron, the animated film by DreamWorks. The animation in this is great. It's a completely different animated film where you don't hear the animals talk. It's very different. Another must-see film. I don't hear people talk about as much as some of the other DreamWorks movies. Now this one, they're planning a remake of this, and I'm looking forward Don Bluth's next project. He's working on a new Dragon Slayer animated movie. It got successfully funded, and I can't wait to see it. I love some of his work. This one, The Secret of NIMH, a very underrated movie I don't hear many people talk about. The animation in this is unbelievable. This is Don Bluth's earliest movies, one of his earliest movies though. But this is another really must see. If you haven't seen a Don Bluth animated movie, that's the one I would check out. And I have a lot of animated movies here. The Beatles, Yellow Submarine, very fun film. Must see for the animation, which was very impressive for its time in the late 60s. My Python's Flying Circus was, I guess, inspired by some of this. And this is another one you should check out. It has great Beatles music. Next one, I always talked about a lot. And the second one is definitely a must-see as well. The first, God's Not Dead. I love this film. This is one of my favorite Christian movies of all time. And I already talked about this. This student in a college class has to hold a debate to his atheist professor to believe that God's not really dead. This is another good one. And this one I should put it in the big pile here, but I got the first Wayne's World, party time, excellent. The sequel is good too, but this is definitely a must-see film. If you like SNL sketches, this is the best movie out of it. I'm so obsessed with this film. Next one is one of the Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder movies I don't hear many people discuss as much. I'm sure it's well known, but I don't think it's that well known to some people. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Basically, it's about two disabled people. Richard Pryor's blind, Gene Wilder is deaf. Yeah, I better not mix that up. One guy gets shot and they get framed for the murder and have to go out to find who the actual killer is, and it's another really funny one you guys should check out. And the next one is Ernest Goes to Camp, which is the best out of the Ernest series. And I liked Ernest Goes Stupid as well, but this one's like has I think some of the best writing, some of the best comedy, and this is one of the best Ernest films. You guys should check this out. Very good summer movie too. The next one's a very funny movie. I would say it's a Man World's a must see, but I don't think I ever saw that thing all the way through. But Rat Race is very funny. It's kind of like the same plot, has a big cast, and I already talked about this before. That movie's so hysterical. Now the next one, surprisingly, I've not seen this until I think a few months ago when they're releasing it in theaters on this year's Palm Sunday, and this is a must see. Like if you guys haven't seen it, this is definitely a must see. The Ten Commandments with Charlton Heston, based on the Moses story, and it's a very long movie, but you guys should check this out. Very good film. And the next one I have it in this 2-pack set, but I'm talking about Being the movie. Johnny English is okay, but it's not one of my favorites, and definitely not must see though. Mr. Bean goes out to America to unveil the Whistler's painting at this art gallery, and he messes it up, and other things going on while he's over there. Very funny. Now the next one is definitely a must-see film. Like, definitely a must-see comedy. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Paul Reubens plays his character who, he loves his bike so much and all of a sudden gets stolen and he has to go on a journey to find it. And other things come across his way, like the hillbilly on the train, and a truck driver who ended up being a ghost, and other things. Like, I can go on and on about this. If you haven't seen a Pee-wee movie, like, this is definitely a must-see film. As well as E.T., the Extraterrestrial. This is another classic film that a lot of people know about, but you haven't seen it, you should check it out. I would recommend more the original version, though. The 20th anniversary edition has some changes that a lot of people were mad about. So, luckily enough, the Blu-ray only has the original cut, so you should check the original one. I wouldn't recommend seeing the new edition. And the next ones, I'm only considered talking about the first Vacation movie. I'm talking about the Chevy Chase one, the National Lampoon's version. And you can check out the other ones with them, like this one, European Vacation, Christmas Vacation, Vegas Vacation. The new one is okay, just nothing special, but the first one's really funny and very, very, very classic. And the next one is a really, really good film with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. Whoopi Goldberg is in this, and if you haven't seen it, this is definitely a must-see film. Ghost. It's so heartfelt, very sad, and like in a way, it's about Patrick Swayze gets shot, and he comes back as a ghost to get help. He needs to get Whoopi Goldberg's help to. I don't want to say what happens from there. Like, this is one film you can't give away much, but this is another must-see film. Like, you'll cry to it very. And next one, like, I'm just considering like it's a must-see. Like, if you're a fan of Spider-Man, you're not familiar with the old series such as myself, the Sam Raimi one. The first Spider-Man, I would pick. Like, this is the Spider-Man that I'm more familiar with Tobey Maguire. And, like I said, I don't know how good the other Amazing Spider-Man movies are. Like, I heard some people say they suck, but this is the one I would recommend as well. Now, here are the ones that I'm going to go real quick that a lot of people know about, and I don't need to get more detail. The first Gremlins movie, is one of the only horror films I can sit through, alright. Finding Nemo. Up. The first Harry Potter movie is definitely a must-see film. Like, you can check out the other ones, but to me, this is one to define my childhood and the most memorable Harry Potter movie. I remember seeing it in theaters when it was brand new, it was a new thing. And just the new series just got really, really, just too dark. Mainly the later ones after, I think, part 4 or 5. The first Narnia movie, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by Disney. Not the PBS version, that's so cheesy. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. If you've only seen the Johnny Depp one, see this one as well, please. First Babe, one of my childhood movies. Like I love this one. WALL-E. WALL-E. Mean Girls. Must see modern like teenage girl films. Like this is the one I would recommend. the first Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is another fun one. And I hope Rick Moranis comes back and be in another film. Since he's not going to be in the new Ghostbusters, like, could he at least appear in something else? Big, with Tom Hanks, and this is another really good movie. And I just saw the trailer they released like today for the new Beauty and the Beast film, and I would love to see more footage, but hopefully, they'll release new trailers to it, and I'd like to see more interested. Of course, you have to check out the original Beauty and the Beast if you haven't seen it. Like, I have here the special edition version of it with the Human Again song. Like, the original cut is definitely more worth watching. And I got Forrest Gump, a film I don't need to review because everybody knows about, but this is a must-see Tom Hanks film as well. My favorite of his. The first Dumb and Dumber, this prequel When Harry Met Lloyd sucks, and the Dumb and Dumber 2 I liked a lot, but the first Dumb and Dumber is very funny. Oh my god, the original The Little Mermaid, the first Revenge of the Nerds, Mrs. Doubtfire. If you haven't seen a Robin Williams movie, this is the one. Like if you missed out on this one, please watch this. Like, in memory of Robin Williams. I really miss him. The first Bambi, Pinocchio. Both of these a lot faster. The first Home Alone. Home Alone 2 you would check out as well, but it's kind of like really similar to the first one. The first Despicable Me. The original Lion King, this is another one that's a special edition one with the new song. But the original cut is must see. One of my favorite anime movies of all time. I would recommend the newer Cinderella as well, but the animated Cinderella is another must see anime movie. Dirty Dancing, another Patrick Swayze favorite of mine. The Mask, with Jim Carrey. Son of the Mask, it sucks. This one is must see film. The Nutty Professor, I have it here in this Eddie Murphy comedy collection. Like, usually the first Nutty Professor, the other movies are okay, but the first Nutty Professor, you haven't seen it. It's funny. You'll laugh your ass off. Chicken Run, because there's not that many clay anime movies out there now. But this is another good one. The first National Treasure, you can check out the sequel if you want to. I like that one, but the first one, I like National Treasure a lot. Monsters Inc. Ninth Museum, the first one, awesome movie, really awesome. I saw this movie in theaters like twice. It's awesome. I have two anime movies here, like I'm gonna recommend more. But also it's worth watching. American Tail and The Land Before Time. Two of my favorite Don Bluth anime movies, next to The Secret of Nim. And another one is like one of my childhood favorites, but not, I would technically say it's a must-see film, Rock-a-Doodle. And that's one I have never owned on DVD. The first Fox and the Hound. Don't see the sequel. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I have here in this 2-disc special edition. If you want to see 2D hand-drawn animation, really impressively done, mixed in with live action. And I have one VHS tape here. I would recommend Toy Story 3, which is another one I should have picked up. Mainly the Toy Story movies, but the first Toy Story must-see film, the one film that lifted CGI animation off the ground and birthed Pixar, like what made Pixar popular to this day. Alright, so that's all the movies that I say are definitely must-see films. And let me know what you thought, my thoughts on those films. Like, do you agree? Like, they're definitely must-see films and everything. So, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.